Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick stream test. Fuck. And everything looks good. So today I'm going to be doing, well, this morning, I'm going to be doing the Maiden's Rhapsody quest, which is the quest to celebrate the ending of FF11. That was Square's last MMO, the one before FF14, and they held on to it for a very long time. But they have finally reached their last patch, and so yeah, I mean, if you were waiting for FF11 to be a final game, then now's your time to get in. Yeah, so, I mean, it's interesting that they're finally closing it down. I guess it makes sense given that, uh, I mean, they've now got FF14, which seems to be pretty well established. I guess it makes sense for them to bring FF11 to an end, but at the same time, I'm sure a lot of the FF11 players that are still, really attached to the game are very sad, even if they're getting to see the end of the plot. So, yeah, let's see what this is about. I played FF11 just a little bit, so, I don't really know that much about it, but, well, okay, so, let's see. Maybe I should... Yeah, I guess I'll switch to my lower level class. Okay. A Journey to Remember. Romumu has caught wind of a promising story and seeks an adventurer to help separate fact from fiction. Okay. Of course I have a moment. I'm an adventurer. I have a moment for everybody. No, actually I hadn't heard those rumors. Well, I mean, I guess real me has heard those rumors, but I'm not sure Awayuki has heard those rumors. Huh. Okay. He's referring to the she's referring to the FF13 crossover, Lightning Returns, which unfortunately this character doesn't have access to because it's a per character thing. My other characters do, all three of them, and that's why my third character is level 45, because you needed to be level 45 in order to complete that section of the quest. Actually, you might be 48 now. Okay. Oh, the FF11 art. That's kind of nice. Costa del Sol, huh? Oh, so this is a level 30 quest. Oh, so it's good that I've been focusing on getting my Black Mage to a high level. I mean, I might not have been able to do this before. I've been kind of feeling embarrassed because I've just been taking my sweet time, you know, getting this quest done. It's been available for like over a month now. But it looks like I may have made the quote-unquote right decision, i.e. the only decision that I could have made. And, so, let's see. Let's hit the ferry over to Costa del Sol. Okay, so... A Journey to Remember. Yeah, right there. Yeah, of course, after I do this, I also need to do the holiday event, which is also available right now. So that should be fun, but that I'll probably do next week. Alright. So tell me more about this mysterious woman. Dangerous woman. Oh, that's convenient. Well, Well, that certainly looks like the armor I'm supposed to be getting from this quest. So apparently she's directionally challenged. Hmm. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works, but you know, I mean, hey, it could be wrong. It's not like I'm an expert in how to deal with amnesia. I guess she's supposed to be whispering to me, so Iroha can't tell? Yeah, the one problem with doing this quest is that it is a fate-based quest, so I'm gonna have to complete fates to actually progress it. Okay. Participate in the Fate Our Favorite Pastime to assist with Iroha's training. Alright, so... right now, I don't see a fate. There's no person here to trigger the fate. So, one of the things you can do when you are trying to accomplish a fate that is not currently available is to complete other fates. Because completing other fates, there's a set number of fates that can spawn on a map. So if you complete other ones, then you are more likely to get the fate that you want to spawn. This produced a lot of big things. They kind of made a mistake, man, a lot of patches ago now, where there were some quests that required the completion of a fate to do them. But everybody was so desperate to get the fate done quickly that as soon as it spawned, of course, everybody would be right on it. And if you weren't there, right there, when it spawned, then you might not have a chance to actually get credit for it. So there was a lot of pressure between people actually trying to spawn the fate by pushing other fates, by doing other fates, and thus possibly clearing the way so that you might be able to see that fate, and just standing there and waiting for the fate to spawn. And of course, if you mostly had people who were not good Samaritans, then you would be stuck spawning the fate, and then you'd run back, and everybody had already done it before you got back. And it created a lot of very angry people. They kind of fixed those problems. They made the fates a little bit easier to solo, so you weren't screwed either way. if there were too many people or too few. They made fates harder if there were too many people doing them. And they also did something else, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah. And they increased the rate of those fates spawning. That actually created another problem because people were very frustrated that these fates were the only thing that spawned and they couldn't get other fates. This just in, guys. Turns out that it's very difficult to actually properly do an MMO. This actually isn't my normal stream. I'm gonna be doing that later. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm waiting for this fate to complete the Maiden's Rhapsody event, which has been out for a very long time, and I'm sure most people aren't all that interested in it. But I'm doing it anyways. So, right now I'm waiting for a fate right here. Our favorite pastime. And it's not spawning yet. So there's that. In case I need help in dismounting. Square has my back. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep the map up. The problem is that if I do this boss fate, then I may not be able to get back on my chocobo. Unfortunately. But... oh, there's the fate. Oh, shoot. Of course it spawns now. Right back into the other direction. Let's go. Come on. Ooh. Come on. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's a protection fate, so, you know, I don't want it to fail because I wasn't there. If I'd realized it was a protection fate, I might have been a little bit more careful. Okay. So here we go. Oh man, I kind of like the battle music. Man, she does not choose the most efficient targets, does she? Looks like there's been plenty of people doing this quest because it's definitely not... a lot of the ones where you have to kill creatures like this in order to advance the progress bar, if you're at default difficulty, it's usually like just 10 in most cases, I think. Oh, and I'm completing quests to level my chocobo. Or challenge log entries to level my chocobo. Which is good, because right now my chocobo is rank 1. Okay. I believe that will suffice for now. A seasoned warrior. Not really sure that counts, that I count as a seasoned warrior. But she seems happy. So let's head back to Limsa. I think she said Bulwark Hall, so that's east out of the Aetherite. Okay. And there she is. I don't think she'd really improve her glaive work by following my back-throwing out black mage staff-twirling stuff. Optostone shard, huh? Wonder what that is. Oh, whoa. That looked ominous. Because there's nobody better? I mean, feels like that's kind of been my history so far. Huh. Okay. Okay. For a second, I missaw shadows in her closet as the actual requirement. I'm like, what? I have to do I actually have to do the dungeon Hawk Manor in order to finish this? Holy crap, man. Oh, actually, you know what? New Gridania is probably not the right place. Let's head to Fulgord Float instead. There's a teleport you can take out of Gridania, White Wolf Gate, but the problem is you have to unlock it first, and it is not unlocked for me. So I'm not going to unlock it when I'm just trying to do the Maiden's Rhapsody event, because I want this to be just that event, the process of going through it. So, let's see here. Yeah, so I did play a little bit of FF11. Not very much, though. We got on it, actually, back when they produced a preview version for the Xbox 360. And that was interesting, particularly since it was the first time that we'd actually seen an MMO that did a console interface. And, I mean, it had some problems, don't get me wrong. We tried playing it on the computer later, and there were just some weirdnesses where it's like it would assume that you were in a modal mode because you were in a controller, which meant that it didn't really work the way that you'd expect if you were if you were used to a computer, like a PC UI. But for all that, and it was pretty grindy, but for all that, you know, I mean, it certainly got a lot of followers. I guess not quite as many as, you know, I mean, well, not, I don't think as many as WoW. I should be quiet, I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, the fate's already here? Shoot. But nobody's done it yet. Okay, so that's fine. Can go up here, and everything will be okay. Okay. Oh shoot, I hope I can actually get this. Like, hope this isn't a boss fight. No, it doesn't look like it, okay. Hope so at least, because, you know, it's gonna suck if I don't actually get credit for the fight. Woo! Yes, we have driven them back. That's a dangerous concept. So to Gridania this time. Ooh. Oh no, come on. Bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. Urgh. Okay, now to New Gridania. Now that my chocobos stopped fighting the bloody floating eye. Cancelled my teleport. Jerk. Okay, so it looks like she's down in the tavern. The Carline Canopy. So where is she? Okay, here she is. You're quite welcome. Well, she remembered the last time I gave one of these to her, so... Though nothing pleasant, unfortunately. Eorzea has been a host to several cross-world visitors. Actually, this isn't the first Final Fantasy XI crossover. Okay. So, to Little Alamigo next. Circuit breaker. I guess it must be called a circuit, then. So down to the south, huh? Okay. You know, this is high-tech, too. It used to be that, when you had your chocobo out, the only thing you could ride was your company chocobo, and you needed a macro to fix it if you didn't. Oh man, it's all the way to the south, and it's already up, so I have to go explore a crap ton of the Sagali Desert. That's fine. It's more XP. Have to go directly through the Amalja encampment right here, Xanarak. Yep, but have Fat Chocobo will travel. Oh, wait, is that totally is level 45. I don't like you. I don't want to get hit by you. I forgot the mobs in this area were so high level. I mean, it is a level 50 area, basically. I think I'm supposed to go at this a different way around the western half instead of the eastern. Or the eastern half instead of the western. I may be just as bad at directions as Iroha apparently is. Well, given that the fate is already gone, and I am not getting it, I will take a short detour to the Forgotten Sands. So I can at least teleport here quickly. Soon enough, the story is going to actually bring me here. You can tell that I'm way over leveled by the fact that this is an area where I should be doing stuff. And I have a bit of a ways to go before I can actually get here, from a story perspective, so... Okay... Yeah, so I finally got my hands on a Peridot and Heliodor carbuncle. They're a cute little thing. So Square has released 3 plush items for Final Fantasy XIV. The Delivery Moogle, the Heliodor carbuncle, and the Peridot carbuncle. And all 3 of them you can buy on the store, and then they come with a code for which can be redeemed in game. Like, I should have? No. Okay, so I haven't unlocked it yet. On this character, I have it in the mailbox, almost certainly. It's just not here right now. I haven't actually... That's why I have 11 things in my mailbox. So if I use that, then I can have little minions. So that'll be awesome. It's been a while since I've tried. Oh, and the fate's right back up again. Sweet. That all you're gonna say? Okay, apparently she recognizes the huge scorpion. Okay. Wow, Titan Iggy's taking a beating. A million souls sing tonight. That's an interesting battle cry. Well, so far I'm not feeling like he lives up to his reputation, as the Fate text says, but then again, I've got a friendly, probably high-level summoner who's tanking him with Titan, so... My guess is probably actually that this is going to be the last Fate. Since now they have done the obligatory make sure that you go to all 3 of the base Eorzean locations to accomplish your mission. It's a pretty common thing in the Fate. Well, I shouldn't say the Fate. It's a pretty common thing in these events. Success! So back to Ul'dah. Looks like she's probably over near the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Yep, here she is. Oh, I'm not sure about that. That looked like Fenrir. Huh. Well, I was wrong. One more Fate. This time Bronze Lake. Oh man, Bronze Lake's a bit of a pain to get to, though. Oh. Well, I guess I have to start in Airport. I hope I can even get to Bronze Lake. Yeah, I can definitely get there. There's a... So the problem with Bronze Lake is that it's on the other side of a lake. And you have to take a ferry to get there, and the ferry comes out of here. So there's no convenient way to get to Western, oh man, you know, I keep referring to it as Bronze Lake, but it's not actually Bronze Lake. I mean, you know, the area actually has a joining area. That's useful. Upper Lenosia. The western half of Upper Lenosia doesn't have an aetheryte crystal, so you either have to go to it from Aleport, or you have to drop to Camp Bronze Lake, teleport to Camp Bronze Lake, and then run and take the ferry. So what I'm going to do is do that in reverse, take Aleport up, and then take the ferry across the lake to Camp Bronze Lake. I'm visiting a lot of interesting places that I would not have expected to need to during this quest. But given that it's a level 30 quest, I guess it's not really all that surprising. Okay, hello ferry skipper. Yes, I will pay you 40 gil for the privilege of crossing the lake. And then from that point on, I can use the aetheryte, and then I won't be giving you any gil, like, unless I want to actually run fates or do hunts, and then I'll totally pay you the 40 gil every single time I want to cross this place, because I really have no choice. Okay. So, the fate is not up yet. Looks like it. Or at least it does not look like it. Ooh, hello, Mr. Salamander. So what I will do is I will run up here and hit the crystal so that I don't need to do this in the future. Well, I mean, as I explained, I am going to have to do this in the future, but at least I will have a fast travel here. Okay. Yeah, so, you know, once I get there, which is still going to be a while yet, given about how fast I've been going from a leveling perspective, oh. Okay, I guess the fate is starting. It's pretty funny, I spent so much time in the expansion areas that I hadn't even seen any of these fates. Christ, I need a healer. And I just lost my chocobo. I do have high chocobo. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, wow. of the... I don't really want to be anywhere near that mess. I don't want him. Get him off of me. Like... Somebody came along to help. Yay! Guess I'm tanking, but at least I've got a healer, so that's not too big of a deal. Oh wow, yeah. Way over-leveled healer. I'm not complaining though. There we go. Okay, so now back to Limsa. Slowly filling out my teleport map. Well, it was a little bit unexpected that I'd have to travel so far to do this, but, you know, I guess I can't really complain. Aw, shucks. Oh, that's interesting. I feel like I'm being teased to play Final Fantasy XI. Whoop. Here we go. So we had some adventures. Reporters in this game tend to be pretty single-minded. Wow. There may be a purpose to it, though. Huh. It's an odd feeling to think that they might do something similar to this for FF14 at some point. Yeah, after all, I'm the fill-in-the-blank warrior. Hmm. Well, you could tell the story, just pose it as a fantasy instead of reality. So I guess that's the explanation for why the fates are still happening even after you've finished everything. Well, and that was the Maiden's Rhapsody, the FF11 crossover event. So that's all I'm going to be streaming for right now. I will be back in about 3 hours to do my normally scheduled, like, a Raen Reborn stream, where I'll be continuing through the Realm Reborn storyline. So if you're interested, please feel free to tune back in and check that out. Thanks again for watching. This will be posted on YouTube and I'll highlight it on Twitch, so if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to favorite me, and or follow me. And if you're on YouTube, like, favorite, subscribe. Thanks very much for watching.